Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It is our last shop tour of the year. It's kind of hard to believe. I say it's our last shop tour of the year because we're not going to do one next week. So we're going to see you guys 1st of January. So here we are. You guys are all gathered with your family on your smart TV. I get it. Watching the shop tours with the family on Christmas Day. Here we are, December 25th. Appreciate you guys watching. It's been a pretty good year. Can't complain about having a bad runoffs because there's people that have much worse ones than I had. So you win some, you lose some. Overall, it's been a great year. It's a fun season, learned a lot. The shop's going well. We're transitioning into a couple other things. So looking forward to 2026. Hope to see you guys then. So let's get into our shop tour. So last week we were talking about how I had some broken spider gear teeth on this OS Geekin limited slip. They did end up selling me some, and Japan actually had some. So I've got those on the way. Hopefully they're here first of the year. Should be looking pretty good, and then we can get this all back together. So looking good there. In the meantime, I did have a guy, I always write on the diffs what they are, so you can see this one says 3.9, which is obviously the ratio, and the fact that it has a torsion limited slip inside of it. So this is actually really the only guys that run 3.9s are either the ones that have the MCOs in their dog ring transmissions, but this is actually for a streetcar guy that is going to put this in with a turbo. The reason you run a taller ratio with the turbos because with all that extra power, it just accelerates so fast because of the power. So it's actually a good way to go. And a lot of guys even go down to 3.6s and 3.3s in the boosted cars. So just waiting for him to come by and pick that up. We'll be looking good. So the other thing that I did while I'm kind of waiting on parts, you guys saw that the Integra was here last week sitting on the lift here. The Integra is off to the body shop. Remember how we saw that it had a little crunch in the left front. So it's off at the body shop, so I decided to flip around Mark McAllister's car. And you can see that I've got the engine and transmission sitting in the car. Just getting ready to finalize the coolant reroute. So when we say coolant reroute, what does that mean? Well, Miatas always came with the water coming in the front, in the bottom, and then it came in the front going out. So in and out were both in the front. And what happens, especially in a racing application, is the back of the engine gets really hot. So what we do is we block this off, and then we run a hose that's going to come around off the back up to the radiator to make it a true cross flow. Keeps the temperature across the face of the cylinder head much cooler. So kind of redoing some of his lines and getting everything analyzed so that I can make that fit, but we're looking good. Underneath is done. You can see the headers on. We're looking really good. So moving this direction, you can see his car was sitting here. Rich Grunwald's probably going to be here next week, and I've got like a box of stuff for him and a couple of Christmas presents also that he doesn't even know he's getting unless he watches this shop tour, which I bet he will. So Merry Christmas, Rich. I'm going to have that stuff ready for you. Some of the biggest news of the week is the opening of the box of the Rocketeer stuff. Now, of course, we're going to have our next iteration of that video, which will be coming out in the next week or so. But I did get everything out of the boxes, and they do a really interesting job. You can see here, these are all schematics of every piece that comes in the kit and in what order you do them in. So this is like the adapter plate, and then this is the flywheel and the clutch and all of that. So it kind of goes from 1 to 22. But as we unpacked all this stuff, check out some of this cool stuff. So they're Rocketeer red powder-coated valve covers for the engines. And look at these gorgeous headers that these guys make. I'm really impressed with this stuff. Still waiting on a couple of pieces that weren't quite ready apparently, that they'll be able to ship me very soon, and of course still waiting on engines as well. But this is a big step forward. You can see the subframe here, and I'm kind of jumping around. The new subframe, the carbon fiber intake manifolds, that literally weigh nothing. So one of these for each side. I'm really excited to kind of get this going. We're looking really, really good here. So still waiting on some parts, but at least we got something to show you guys. Check out the next Rocketeer video that will be coming down, where I literally unpack the whole box and show every part as we're unpacking. So looking good there. Mazda 2 wise, so we always kind of finish these up with the Mazda 2. Engine and transmission back in. Spent some time on Saturday putting this back together. The exhaust is on. Final cleaned everything. Fixed a little bit of the burnt wiring that was up here, and it was actually just the covering. And I wanted to show you guys something that I came across, and I probably haven't shown this in a shop tour, but it is fireproof cloth tape. And you can use this stuff to wrap up your harnesses, and it really makes them look good. And I've actually been pretty happy with that. I did get my schematic for the new radiator. So I measured this all up in the front core piece on the front of the car, and everything looks really good. So it's been approved, and he is making that. Now, over the last year, probably you guys may or may not remember this. Remember how I had my shock canister sitting right up here with this piece? And I would put the shock canisters right on top. I can't tell you how many eyebrows were raised when people saw this last year. And I got to thinking to myself, maybe it's not such a great idea to do that. So while the engine was out, I went ahead, made the holes through the firewall on each side. And again, I will use these Seal Zit grommets and these awesome Joe's canister mounts. And you can see I've got the canister run up. It's going to sit right here, so where it's easily adjustable and mounted properly. So I'm right on the verge of, I just got those pieces in. We'll get that together. I was hoping that the new axles would be here, because I did get confirmation that the axles are on their way. And look what else I got. The new CV joints came in, actually earlier than I thought they would. And, you know, as hard as it was to get these out, it's really interesting how easy they go in. Of course, as soon as you put this clip on, it's not coming out. So, waiting on the axles, and then we'll get these all packed up. I've got 2 sets here. I'm going to make 2 sets of axles. So we are really kind of moving right along, which is also really good news, because boy, January's going to be here right around the corner, and then February we're going racing. So we are right on top of it here. It's going to come really, really quickly. But I feel like everything's coming together. I got good pictures from Perry about that the bucks are done for the new nose, and he's also making molds for the flares, front and rear. I can't wait to show you guys the new bodywork that he came up with mainly. He and I talked about it, but I'm kind of letting him do his thing. And I'm really excited to get that back too. Should have those back in January as well. So we should be looking really good. Appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate that you guys have watched all year, not just the shop tours, but all the videos that we've been doing. And always subscribing to the channel has been really good. So I really appreciate that. Hope you guys have a great Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care.